On a quiet night along the border, radar screens flickered across command centers. Moments later, long-range cruise missiles streaked across the sky, invisible to the naked eye, unstoppable once launched. Their targets? High-value terror infrastructure deep inside hostile territory. This was not war, but it was not peace either. This was Operation Sindhoor. Every operation has a context, and Sindhoor is no exception. To understand its significance, we need to examine the strategic pattern leading up to it, the threat landscape. Over the past decade, India has witnessed a series of high-impact terror attacks, from the 2016 Uri attack to the 2019 Pulwama bombing, each attributed to Pakistan-based groups such as JaishEMohammed and Lashkar-e-Taiba. India's shift in strategy. Prior to 2016, India's responses to cross-border terrorism were largely reactive and diplomatically restrained. But the 2016 surgical strikes and 2019 Balakot airstrikes marked a pivot, a signal that India was willing to engage in preemptive cross-border precision operations. The doctrinal shift post-2019, India's military doctrine emphasized non-contact warfare, leveraging intelligence, surveillance and standoff firepower over ground incursions. This strategy aimed at targeting terror infrastructure without triggering a full-scale war. This wasn't about war fighting in the traditional sense. It was about defining the threshold of provocation, deterrence and strategic messaging. At the heart of Operation Sindhoor's reported success was India's use of precision long-range munitions, highlighting a decisive shift in doctrine toward surgical, low-risk, high-impact responses. The operation is believed to have involved a mix of French-origin weaponry deployed from Rafale fighters and possibly the air-launched version of the BrahMos missile, a potent Indo-Russian system. The Scalp, or Système de Croisière, autonome, a long-portée cruise missile launched from Rafale jets, provided India with deep strike capability. With a range exceeding 500 kilometers, stealth characteristics and pinpoint accuracy, Scalp enabled strikes from well within Indian airspace or near the border, ensuring both precision and deniability. Complementing this, the Hammer, or highly agile modular munition extended range, guided bomb was likely used for shorter-range tactical targets. Its modularity and accuracy make it ideal for engaging fortified terror infrastructure, bunkers and weapons depots with limited collateral damage. In addition to the French munitions, there are unconfirmed reports suggesting the deployment of the BrahMos air-launched cruise missile, or ALCM, adapted for use on Su-30 MKI platforms. With its supersonic speed and terrain-hugging capabilities, BrahMos offers a quick-strike option against high-value, time-sensitive targets. While the Indian Air Force has never officially confirmed its combat use, the possibility of its inclusion signals an escalation in technological application and reach. Together, this triad of Scalp, Hammer and possibly BrahMos reflects a doctrine of standoff precision, with an emphasis on minimizing escalation while delivering targeted, high-impact outcomes. It also illustrates the Indian Air Force's increasing reliance on multi-origin, platform-integrated weapons systems for flexible mission planning. In the information age, silence speaks volumes, official silence. Pakistan's initial response was non-acknowledgement. No formal statement from the ISPR or inter-services public relations, no media coverage. A strategy possibly aimed at avoiding domestic panic or political fallout. Controlled, narrative-independent sources claimed unusual activity in certain areas, sudden troop movements, emergency lockdowns, internet blackouts. But mainstream media remained largely muted. Possible strategic calculus. Acknowledging the strike might have compelled a retaliatory response, escalating tensions. Denial helps preserve conventional deterrent stability in the eyes of the global community. Lessons from Balakot. In 2019, Pakistan acknowledged Indian airstrikes but downplayed damage. That experience might have influenced a policy of managed ambiguity post-Sindhoor. In South Asia's fragile deterrence landscape, perception management often matters more than battlefield realities. In the immediate aftermath of Operation Sindhoor, Pakistan launched a retaliatory wave of drones and missile systems, reportedly aimed at Indian forward positions and strategic sites along the western sector. This marked one of the most significant post-strike escalations in recent cross-border tensions, with a clear attempt at signaling strength in response to India's precision offensive. However, India's multi-layered air defense network responded swiftly and effectively. Key assets involved in intercepting the incoming threats included the Sudarshan Command and Control Battle Management System, which orchestrated threat detection and interception decisions across platforms. The Russian-origin S-400 Triumph system, deployed in a regional air defense grid, intercepted high-speed aerial targets with advanced surface-to-air missiles. Akash SAM batteries, positioned closer to the border, engaged low-flying drones and cruise missile-type threats. Complementary radar networks and quick reaction units ensured zero penetration of critical Indian airspace. Following Pakistan's overnight missile and drone barrage, which was effectively neutralized by India's integrated air defense systems, India launched a calibrated counter-offensive today afternoon, using armed drones and smart munitions. This was seen not only as a response to the attempted escalation, but also as a measured continuation of India's strategic deterrence posture, initiated by Operation Sindhoor. Multiple defense sources report that armed UAVs, including loitering munitions and long-endurance drones, penetrated deep into Pakistani airspace, targeting military logistics hubs and critical air defense installations. The strikes were reported in the vicinity of Sialkot, Bahawalpur, and areas adjacent to POK, focusing on infrastructure believed to be involved in the coordination or launch of Pakistan's earlier drone attack. Operation Sindhoor reflects a quiet evolution, from reactive postures to proactive, risk-calibrated action. In a region long haunted by the threat of full-scale war, precision may not just be a tactic, it may be the only sustainable strategy. What do you think about the role of precision strikes in counter-terror operations? Are they sustainable tools for peace or slippery slopes toward escalation? Tell us in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more strategic insights from an Indian perspective with global context.